In this video, we're going to be installing the WJ power steering pump in the TexJ.
Why didn't you just buy a WJ?
Because the... Alright, there's already a couple of videos out there on the internet about doing this swap, and I always recommend watching all the videos you can, just to get different perspectives, different angles, just to get different opinions. And so I'm kind of building this video based off of what I've read online and seen in those videos. It seems quite straightforward, actually, and since my power steering is currently leaking, I thought it is a great opportunity to go ahead and do this upgrade. With that said, I'm just going to try to make this short and simple and go over basically the parts that I understand for this swap. What I've got here is a brand new pump, and since I've already replaced my pump a couple of times from leaks and one, I mean, the refurbished market just doesn't seem to be what it used to be. So I just started buying new products, honestly, and they seem to be a lot better in that part. So I went ahead and bought a complete new power steering pump from rockauto.com. And I recommend the same. You can do it your way. You are welcome to piecemeal it together or however you want to do it. But the basics for this upgrade is going to be a couple of parts. One is this fitting. This black part here is an actual fitting that needs to be removed, and the fitting on your XJ needs to be removed and put in its place so that your hoses match up. The second part is the back here on the WJ pump has two places for a return, and it's my understanding that this, which is for a 3/8 inch hose, which that's the size hose your return line is already on the XJ, is not the one you want to use. This one apparently, when fluid comes back in, it cavitates and just creates too many air bubbles in the system, which puts extra work on the power steering pump. The return you want is down here, closer to the pump. Unfortunately, it's a 1/2 inch hose. And I believe the simplest solution, and I've seen a couple of guys do a couple of different things, is to just get some 1/2 inch power steering hose. Other types of hoses I can't stand behind. I don't know. Some people have said radiator hose will end up getting eaten up by the power steering fluid. Anyway, it was like $15 on Amazon. You might even be able to just go to O'Reilly's and ask them for a foot of 1/2 inch power steering hose. And just do a little stub of the 1/2 inch and then do a step down from the 1/2 inch to the 3/4 inch and then plumb in what my hose that's already there. So my hope is that it's bolt out, bolt in. That simple. So let's get to it. All right, now to get the reservoir off, there's these little tabs that you, little screwdriver up in here and lift up on so that you can slide it out. Nice. And you do have an O-ring there, so you gotta be careful of that. Around that guy. And now, hopefully, back to the workbench. Guess he's maybe coming out. With the fitting. This one's got a straight shot at it, so should be able to just get a socket straight down on it. I think. It's just a snug fit with the socket. There it comes. Out she comes. Now, watch yourself down inside there. There's a little, I don't know what they call it, a valve of some kind that it's got a spring. You don't want to turn this thing upside down and dump all that stuff out. The only thing you're swapping out is this fitting so that you get your power steering pressure line will fit on the WJ pump. See, I can feel that pressure of that spring in there. And then just one ooga dooga pop. And then we just reassemble this guy somehow. How's it go again? Oh yeah, like that. Ooh, all right. Went together quite easily. Just pop. This way. No. Okay, so it goes on this way so they can lock and not come back off. But aha, there is a right and left and top and bottom and whatever, you know what I mean. Just enough to come down so it prevents it from sliding off. On the back side here. All right, so I just dug around in my bin of caps and stuff and found a vacuum line cap. That'll go right there. I guess that's good enough. We'll see. That guy starts to leak, then it'll be a problem, but problem for another day. Okay, I'd skip the whole removal installation. That's pretty basic. I'm sure there's lots of videos on the internet, but essentially you have to remove the pressure line, the return line, your belt. You've got 3 bolts, 1, 2, and a third one down lower that bolt the pump and reservoir on, and you access the bolts through the holes of the pulley. Once the belt's off, you can spin the pulley around and get to the bolts and pull it out. And then here you can see I did the 1/2-inch hose to the step down, and then I trimmed the already existing, I didn't even unbolt it from the gearbox return line. I just trimmed it to fit, and everything seems to work fine. Now the rest of this video is just me and the guys hanging out being stupid while I do the install, so enjoy. Check it out, BF8 stop by.
Oh, you're on.
I'm on. It's live. What to do with my bolts?
I'll be sucking my gut. Cleaning the one you have, or you putting a new one in?
Nah, I'm putting a new one in, and it's an upgrade. It's a
So she's
WJ power steering pump from the WJ's V8.
Why didn't you just buy a WJ?
Because the
I know why you didn't buy a WJ. It doesn't look the same.
Cool as an XJ.
Well,
That's right.
Right.
But at this point, yeah, I put a lot of WJ parts on it.
Just saying,
Are you?
Russell.
Russell's
It's
here.
Russell. gotta pop it.
All right.
Why did you stop the video whenever I opened it?
No, it was already off.
Oh.
It was in between shots there.
Is this where you needed the methamphetamine delivered? You working on your pen?
Working on my pimp? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh.
With your
Yes.
thumb hand?
We're recording. You can just so you
hands
know we're
going.
recording.
Oh, okay.
Your employees might know. You're already famous for your dance moves.
Yes. You getting lots of hits on that?
I was going to ask you the same. All right, I can't get my bolt lined up, boys.
What, you want us to help you?
No.
No.
Nope, just waiting for a comment. Don't stand in front of the camera.
Oh, I was looking at that one, but I didn't even see that it was not pointed in the right direction. Oh my God, John, that was amazing!
You
You're glad
that?
you were filming.
That's right. I can't believe you got that on camera. Oh.
Perfect.
That's right. After all this, it doesn't fit.
Wait, for real?
It should. The internet doesn't lie.
Yeah, I remember when you put the. I remember the WJ.
Yeah. No, just as you were coming up, Harold was joking that why didn't I just buy a WJG? Because this is a WJ. Yeah.
I was like, because this fitting is gonna like run right into your
Yeah, I'm
heater
hoping I
hose.
can route
or
that.
lower radius.
Yeah. So the WJ Grand, which is the Grand Cherokee, later like the early model Grand Cherokees, they had a V8. They were cool V8s, and apparently this V8 pump is significantly better, like notably better. So
I feel like you need a white dry erase board like that, but it's like when it's lesson time, it's like John's lessons. And then you go into your history discussion. Your old man history discussion.
Back in my day, power steering was for wussies.
The Kaiser stole all of our power steering.
And then it was the communists.
So we had to use rutabagas.
I should do lessons in the bathroom and call it lessons in the John.
I like that. Message.
Oh, come on.
In the John sounds.
Mm-hmm.
I have some.
Yeah. You're going to take that home with you, huh?
In the John after dark.
Some candles, some music.
It's a. They're the one that did Sail Away. The 90s. This fitting for the WJ is a 1/2 inch, and the XJ's smaller.
So you don't need to stage it.
So yeah, that's what that little copper barbed fitting is to stage it down. And it went on easily. I don't know why it doesn't want to come off easily. So I think I'll just do a longer hose right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's behind you, Chris.
Longer hose.
Oh, drop it. I feel like it's hot. I should never sing again. So I think that's going to be good enough.
I guess at some point we should probably talk about the trip too.
It's okay-ish.
That's right.
Good enough. It's good enough.
Leave in the comments down below anything you'd like to see that's been done to this XJ or would like to see done to the XJ. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I don't know what Harold's doing. He's being creepy.
Ghosts.